Hello there, I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Welcome back. It's time for the second debate of the day. Before we go into it, a little ritual.
Yes. The winner of the first debate, Timmy Comprehensive College, will now pick a side in front of everyone. Then the winner of this match will know exactly where they stand in the quarterfinal. Here we go. Pick one. Good. Now tell us what side you will debate next week. Don't tell us the topic, just tell us what side. Please use this microphone.
Use Leah's phone, the microphone.
You will support the motion next week. Okay, wonderful. Now hold on, don't go out just yet. Just stick around, hang in there.
You'll be ushered out.
You'll be ushered out.
All right, so they will be supporting the motion. Whoever wins this next debate will be going up against them, and they will be opposing.
Right.
We do not know the motion yet. We do know the motion of this next debate.
Yes, the motion is corporate social responsibility should focus more on sustainability than philanthropy. Femi, this is an interesting one.
Beautiful, beautiful topic. And to do justice to this debate, Lagos, welcome our contestants. Heritage Group of Schools of Fada Ogun State versus Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos. You're already clapping. You haven't met the contestants yet. To get to this round of 16, Heritage Group of Schools of Fada Ogun State beat Rahmania Private Schools, Agege, Lagos, on the topic corporal punishment in schools should be reintroduced in Lagos. And that has brought them here. Their opponents from Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos, beat Westview College, Yaba. The topic on that occasion was plastic bottles should be banned in Nigeria. These two schools are here, and it's time for us to meet them. From Heritage Group of Schools of Fada Ogun State, welcome to Ayeba Tokoni, Leah Zipele, and Babalola Deborah Toluwalope. How are you doing, Leah and Deborah?
We're fine, thank you, sir.
Beautiful. Nice to have you in our studios again.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Leah is 14. She's in SS2. So is Deborah, who's also 14 and is in SS3. They are supported by their teammate Adio Timothy Olamilekon, who's also 15 and is in SS3.
Right, and they are chaperoned by Mr. Victor Umezi. That's for Heritage Group of Schools. Mr. Victor Umezi for Lifejoy Academy.
We'll come to that. Let's meet the kids first. Make welcome to 13 and 14-year-old Ariyibi Toluwani Deborah and Izuchukwu Alleluia Natha from Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos. Welcome to you too.
Hallelujah. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
So, Deborah, are you more Deborah or more Toluwani?
Anyone you decide to call me, actually.
Okay, because we have two Deborahs. So there's Deborah Toluwalope and there's Deborah Toluwani. You guys, your parents should probably know each other.
I also have a question for. Are you more Hallelujah or Hallelujah Natha? Which of them?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Right. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Oh, by the way, Hallelujah is 14. She's an SS1. Her teammate Toluwani Deborah is 13 and is also in SS1. They have Akingbade Williams Ayomide as their backup debater. He's in SS1 and he's 14.
They have been chaperoned today and coached so far by Mr. Daniel Joseph. Well done to you. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, and if you're watching the live streams, you should see these coaches in the viewing room.
Mr. Daniel Joseph, both names with something in common. Both individuals were thrown into some pit at some point in their lives.
Maybe Hallelujah saved them at that point.
Yeah, maybe it did. Well done, Mr. I was going to say Mr. Hallelujah, Mr. Joseph Daniel.
Mr. Daniel Joseph,
Daniel
and of course,
Joseph.
Mr. Victor Omezi of Heritage Group of Schools. Well done.
Brilliant. We'll take a break. When we come back, oh, by the way, we need to figure out how they're debating.
Yes, because they got their topics They got their topic last week and their sides as well.
So who's supporting?
Who's supporting?
Who's opposing?
Who's opposing?
We're opposing.
You are opposing the motion. That's
Yes, ma'am.
Heritage Group of Schools opposing the motion. And of course, Lifejoy Academy supporting the motion. The motion is corporate social responsibility should focus more on sustainability than philanthropy. Lifejoy Academy will say yes. Heritage Group of Schools will say no. Corporate social responsibility should focus more on philanthropy than sustainability.
Let's take that break. When we come back, we debate.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in-store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled Obiwezi. That is Obiwezi.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Yes, indeed. Thanks to GZ Industries, our lead sponsor for this national finals of season 9. Thanks to Obiwizi, to Multi-Plan Pathway College and Fina Trust Microfinance Bank. A reminder that we're streaming, yeah?
Right, live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria Info 99.3. Join the live streams, like, comment, and share. Now we commence this debate with the opening round.
All right, it's a round that takes us into the world of business ethics, long-term impacts, and the future of responsible corporations. Our new contestants, Heritage Group of Schools and Lifejoy Academy, will debate the motion corporate social responsibility should focus more on sustainability and philanthropy. Should companies invest in long-term environmental and social systems that benefit everyone for years to come? Or Is immediate charitable giving the most effective way to make a difference right now? It's one of the most important debates in modern business culture, and our young debaters are ready to lead that conversation. Pay attention, mommies, daddies, teachers, aunts, uncles. Let these young ones speak.
All right, we'll start with the motion supporter, Lifejoy Academy. You've got 4 minutes to open your case. Your time starts now.
What will matter in 10 years? The donations company made or the damages they prevented? Honorable judges, esteemed and award your penance. I am Deborah Aribi, a student of Lifejoy Academy or Joanna. I'm here to support the motion with the following point. First, systemic impact is long term. Sustainability solves root problem, while philanthropy only treats symptoms. According to the UN Global Compact 2023, long-term sustainability practice reduces community risk by 60%. It also unlocks economic growth. Sustainability practices provide jobs in recycling, renewable energy, and green industries. For example, Indorama Recycling Ventures in Nigeria provided thousands of green jobs instead of giving out cash. It also saves companies money. Recycling waste, energy use, and pollution cuts operating costs. But according to MC Kingsley 2020, companies are now able to save up to 25% in operational costs through sustainability measures. Sustainability also tackles climate change. Sustainability fights carbon emission. Philanthropy does not. For example, MTN switching to solar-based stations reduces diesel pollution. Sustainability also attracts investors. People like to invest in companies that have strong sustainability profile. According to Deloitte, 70% of global investors now prioritize ESG compliance over charitable giving. It also increases brand reputation. We know that people like to patronize companies with strong sustainability profile, which is better than short-term donations. According to Edelman Trust Barometer, people trust in companies with people trust in companies with more sustainable measures 3 times more than philanthropic ones. It also avoids dependency syndrome. Philanthropy will allow people to sit down and depend on gifts. Sustainability will allow them to sit up and think of how to become empowered. According to Oxfam 2020, communities that received donations systematically without change shows long-term dependency. It also builds resilient community. Sustainability will allow companies to be able to stand up and face risks like flood or heat wave. According to the World Economic Forum, sustainable infrastructure reduces community risk by 40%. This sustainability is also an innovation driver. Sustainability will allow companies to be able to sit down and think about innovating eco-friendly and biodegradable things that will impact on our environment. For example, Coca-Cola can switch to biodegradable bottles instead of just giving out free gifts. Sustainability also treats root problem. To treat root problem is the major thing that we have to focus on in our country. But philanthropy only make it look low to us. Sustainability will tell you, let us make a good job. Philanthropy will tell you, let us just give them something to make them please. Sustainability will tell you, let us bring up an empowerment program. Philanthropy will tell you, let us give them a pack of noodles to sustain them for now. It also builds resilience. It also yield better public health. Sustainability yields better public health. If our companies could sit down today and think of recycling waste and can think of giving people jobs to do instead of the people just sitting down at home and receiving gifts or depending on gifts, this will really impact on our economy. According to the World Health Organization 2023, 7 billion of the sickness or deaths happening in our country can be solved by sustainable measure. It also increases customers' loyalty. People trust in companies that have more sustainability measure. They like companies that are able to give them things that they want. They like companies that are able to feel that impact, feel that love. But according to Nielsen survey, 73% of the consumers in Nigeria trust in companies that have more sustainability measures. In conclusion, we don't have to sit down and look at sustainability. We don't have to sit down and look at sustainability tearing away, looking at philanthropy, only sharing noodles to the people. But we have to sit down today, looking at sustainability as the solution to our country. We have to look at philanthropy as what is just short term, but we also have to look at sustainability as what can impact our future, our next generation, and it will make them to be able to stand up. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you.
13-year-old SS1 student Ariyibi Toluwani Deborah of Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos. Well done.
Now we will hear from Heritage Group of Schools. Speaking first is Ayeba Tokoni Zipele Leah. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Distinguished judges, co-debaters, and esteemed audience, good day. It was Mother Teresa who said, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Today, I stand to oppose the motion because CSR is not just merely about systems and structure. It is about people. Sustainability is important, yes, but what is the value of a green future when people living in the present are suffering? Philanthropy meets urgent human needs, not tomorrow's suffering. You can't tell a starving child that we have long-term plans. As Justin Maze once said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Sustainability is what companies know. Philanthropy is how they show that they care. A CSR framework that prioritizes sustainability over philanthropy become mechanical, emotionless, and disconnected from community realities. Business must lead with empathy before strategies. I am Zipele Leah from the most prestigious heritage group of schools. Here to oppose the motion, we said corporate social responsibility to focus more on sustainability than philanthropy. To begin with, human needs are urgent, sustainability is long term. Over 133 million Nigerians are living in multidimensional poverty, according to MBS 2023. CSR should focus on addressing ill health, poverty, rather than long-term sustainability goals. You can't tell a starving child about carbon footprint reduction. Secondly, philanthropy saves lives instantly. Crises like the Nigerian flood, which displaced over 1.4 million lives in 2022. Only humanitarian CSR, such as feeding, shelter, and medical outreach, makes survival possible. No sustainability projects can rescue displaced families today. Moving on, philanthropy build trust quickly. Communication shows that over 91% of consumers trust brand quickly when they give directly to communities. This shows that trust cannot be built on green projects alone. Furthermore, CSR is about the people, not just the planet. Peter Juka said, the purpose of business is to create a customer. Without effective community, there is no customer base to sustain. Additionally, during emergency, sustainability offers no relief. COVID-19 proved this. Corporate donations of PPE, oxygen, ventilation, and relief would make survival possible. Sustainability could not solve the crisis. Philanthropy did. Concurrently, philanthropy promotes rapid development. Infrastructure donations, boreholes, books, chairs. This is an immediate measurable change. Also, philanthropy supports the poor who sustainability often ignores. Widows, orphans, disabled, name them. Philanthropy reach them directly. Sustainability is often technical, thereby excluding vulnerable groups. You must know that philanthropy refers to education. CSR school feeding programs help in keeping students in school. According to the evidence from the World School Feeding Program, school attendance has increased substantially by 30%. And I must add, philanthropy empowers women. Micro donations, loans, and empowerment program has helped in making women independent. According to the UN Women Report, every 1 naira invested in women yields 3 naira annually. Additionally, philanthropy promotes peaceful society. CSR programs supporting youth has helped in reducing crime. According to Lagos State CSR sports programs, violence rate has reduced by 20% substantially. Not leaving behind, philanthropy tackles hunger in national crisis. Food inflation is 37% in 2023, according to MBS 2023 reports. Sustainability cannot, I repeat, cannot tackle hunger crisis, but philanthropy has provided food for families today. Not slowing down, philanthropy reduced health crisis immediately. Over 100,000 lives are lost yearly due to malaria. Philanthropy has helped provided free mosquito nets and medical outreach, thereby saving millions of lives. Sustainability, I repeat, could not solve the crisis. Philanthropy did. Also, you cannot plant trees in a hungry community. Community battling with hunger cannot prioritize natural conservation. Philanthropy has helped in providing. So community battling with hunger cannot prioritize natural conservation. Survival, I repeat, always come before sustainability. Moving on, real life example, Dangote Foundation. Dangote philanthropic arm has donated millions of naira in humanitarian aid, scholarship, and medical outreach, thereby impacting millions of lives. Furthermore, philanthropy builds emotional connection. Harvard research show brands that appeal to human emotion enjoy 3 times more loyalty. This shows that people connect with respect, not formulated carbon policies. Furthermore, philanthropy boosts corporate reputation. According to the Dema Trust Barometer, over 78% of consumers prefer companies known for charity. Charity, indeed, a very good real asset. More interestingly, sustainability take decades, while philanthropy has today. Tree planting may take 20 to 30 years to show full impact, but believe me, my opponent, a bag of rice changes a family life tonight. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a hungry nation cannot sustain anything. A sick community cannot preserve anything. CSR must first focus on addressing ill health, poverty, hunger, rather than long-term sustainability goals. Sustainability only plans for tomorrow, while philanthropy acts today. Thank you.
Well done and right on time.
Brilliant debate. Brilliant openings. That was Ayeba Tokoni Leah Zipele, 14-year-old SS2 student of Heritage Group of Schools of Fada, Ogun State. And before her, you had Lifejoy Academy's Toluwani Deborah Ariyibi. All right.
We will go into the rebuttal rounds after this short break. It's the first edition. This is the round of 16. In the 9th season of I Beg to Differ.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Queen's University Belfast is a leading member of the UK's prestigious Russell Group, the equivalent of the Ivy League, known for world-class teaching, research excellence, and strong graduate employability. Found in 1845, Queen's has a long tradition of welcoming students from Nigeria into a friendly and diverse international community. Located in Belfast, one of the safest and most affordable student cities in the UK, students benefit from modern facilities, strong employer links, internship opportunities, and global career support. Queen's has dedicated scholarship for students coming from Nigeria. Nigerian graduates from Queen's leave with a highly respected UK degree equipped with the skills and connect.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. We now step into the rebuttal round, the round of intellectual challenge and sharper counter-argument. This is where you press your opponents. Press them hard. Question their assumptions. Counter their claims. Strengthen your stance through direct engagement. All the best, both schools.
This round will commence with the motion opposer, Heritage Group of Schools, who will refute Deborah. Wonderful, Deborah. You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Impeccable judges, co-debaters, and my advertising audience. I'm about Deborah Toluwalope from Heritage Group of Schools, yet vehemently refute the 12 points made by my opponent. But permit me to begin with my last timeless word. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. Ladies and gentlemen, my opponents argue passionately about sustainability. But let me ask you a simple logical question. How can I talk about sustainability when people are barely surviving today? 1.3 million Nigerians are living in most dimensional poverty, according to NBS 2023. You cannot put long-term environmental solutions to families who have no food tonight. You can't talk about carbon footprint to those who walk barefoot to school. You can't ask the community to maintain solar projects when they have no clean water. This is not philosophy. This is reality. My opponent says systemic impact is long-term. Long-term impact requires short-term survival. Food inflation is 37% according to MBS. Hungry people cannot maintain sustainable development. My opponent says sustainability unlocks economic growth. Education is empowerment, and knowledge is the foundation of empowerment. World Bank study states that 70% of Nigerian projects collapse due to lack of basic human needs. Isn't this enough to nullify your point, dear opponents? Our opponent says sustainability saves company money. Philanthropy isn't about profit. Profit is capitalism. Philanthropy helps to increase brand loyalty, which equals to profits. My opponent says sustainability tackles climate change. Nigeria only emits 0.3% of carbon emission, according to studies. So I ask, what disaster are we fighting? Is it the one we hardly contribute to, or the one that is slowly killing us? Our opponent says sustainability increases brand reputation. Harvard Business Review discovered that philanthropy has helped increase brand aid. It helps to increase brand reputation and loyalty. So what is my opponent driving at? My opponent says sustainability avoids dependency. Dependency is not the issue. Survival is. During the COVID-19 regime, philanthropy saved 3 million Nigerian households according to UNICEF. That is real survival. Our opponent says sustainability builds resilience. Resilience cannot happen when people hardly survive. Studies have shown that food inflation is 37%. Philanthropy saved us. It provides direct solutions. My opponent says sustainability drives innovation. Let me tell you something. Innovation dies when people lack basic human resources. You cannot drive innovation on an empty stomach, except you want to see the intestines and the body compartment. Finland's education success began with government-funded welfare, not sustainability. More than sustainability tackles root problem. The real problems are hunger and poverty. Anything else is a distraction from human survival. You must take note, dear opponent. More than sustainability increases public health. But the real cause of pollution is illiteracy and malnutrition. Studies have shown that over 80% of Nigerian children are suffering from malnutrition. They're suffering from poverty. That is a global crisis. Poverty is a real crisis. My opponent says sustainability increases consumer loyalty. Let me remind you that in Africa, loyalty comes from visible help, not recycling campaigns. MTN Nigeria wants consumer trust through scholarships and medical outreach
outreaches. I repeat, medical and scholarships and medical outreaches, not solar lamps. Mobile sustainability attracts investors. Investors love companies who uplift communities. According to Coast Communication, it said that 94% of consumer trust brand more when they give out. According to Coast Communication, mobile philanthropy sustainability is permanent. Philanthropy is a temporary relief, a necessary solution. Sustainability fails in poor communities. World Bank studies shows it repeatedly. Philanthropy's emotional sustainability is strategic. Philanthropy is both emotionally right and logically necessary. Strategy without emotion is an absolute disaster. So your point is totally baseless. That philanthropy is not accountability. Modern and global philosophy are highly structured. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have discovered $70 billion in structured aid programs. Now that's accountability. That is structure. Modern sustainability isn't scalable. Pure fallacy. Every industry can afford scholarships, food aid, and teacher drives, all globally scalable. Dangote Foundation has supported 3 billion Nigerians. That is scale. My opponent said sustainability drives reputation globally. Philanthropy helps drive a nation's image locally. Communities, I repeat, communities, not foreign, that determines a company's survival. Also, more sustainability breeds entitlement. Tell that to the millions of children under scholarship because of philanthropy. Tell that to the people on the streets. They are not entitled, they are abandoned. In conclusion, dear audience, it is clearly obvious that a bag of rice matters than a greener tomorrow. Sustainability may look on paper, but let's be obvious, work. It will never work. That's why I firmly say CSR must focus, I repeat, must focus on philanthropy than sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Kole work.
There's Wahala in the land.
Wahala.
14-year-old Deborah Telualope Babalola of Heritage Group of Schools of Father Ogun State, complimenting her partner Leah Zipele Ayebatakoni. Well done, both of you. We will now revert to Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos, for their rebuttal round.
Sure, they've got so much to say. We're about
I
to find
suspect
out.
it's time to hear from Alleluia Natha Izuchukwu.
You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
Happy to cause you observed. I am Izuchukwu Eleyanata, and I am here to refute on my opponent's point. 1. You made mention of human needs. How can you say philanthropy helps human need? Human needs is only making the poor poorer. This makes human needs in the sense you said how. You made mention of human need. How can you say philanthropy helps human need when it only keeps the poor permanent dependency? I hope this is not what you want for our community. You also made mention of immediate benefit, but I will let you know that immediate benefits are meaningless if the root problem continues. Sustainability prevents future losses and crises. You also made mention of build trust quickly, but should I have you know that these philanthropy companies don't build trust immediately with the community. Instead, sustainability companies build trust immediately with the community because 1, it increases buyers' trust, it increases investors' confidence, and it also helps in long-term transformation. 2, you also made mention of it. Philanthropy gives a relief, but I'll have you know that philanthropy don't give a relief because, for example, you gave someone 10,000 naira to buy rain, but due to the rainy season, and later the water increases and overfloods your house. What will you do at that point? Most people leave their house, leave the community, and go to squat in people's houses. That is shame. Most people go to the village back. That is shame. Now let me have you know that building a better drainage is better than giving a better relief. You also made mention of rapid development. Development in the sense what? That is a big fat lie because sustainability increases the sustainability even increases more rapid development than philanthropy does. For example, you when you were speaking on this one, you gave us an example. So in malaria drugs, let me give you an example. Philanthropy gives malaria drugs, but also sustainability drains stagnant water, breeding those mosquitoes. You also made mention of support to the poor, but this is only making the poor dependent. In the sense, it's making the poor to be dependent, the poor to be relying on those philanthropic companies. When there is no gift donation, then the poor dependent dies. You also made mention of empowers women, but that is not true. It does not empower women. Instead, it decreases them. For example, giving them a pack of noodles, giving them a pack of rice. Why don't you educate? For example, those people who have lack of water in their communities, why don't you build boreholes for them? Why don't you build boreholes rather than giving them rice and noodles? You also made mention of protect human society, but this philanthropy don't protect human society. In the sense, philanthropy don't protect human society because it causes more pollution. Yes, philanthropy helps in immediate benefit, but it also causes more pollution. You don't have to just put your blame on one side. Looking at the other side too, it causes more pollution. Yes, it helps, but it causes more pollution. He also made mention of it tackles hunger, but philanthropy don't tackle hunger because it increases hunger. Once the bag of rice cannot last for more than 3 months. According to a family, bag of rice cannot last for more than 3 months. It will surely finish. And keeping the poor, making those families to be hungry. Why don't you give them a skill, enroll them in a skill acquisition, so that they can learn more skills. Learning those skills makes them not to be dependent. They can even have money to afford those bag of rice 10 times more. You also made mention of health crisis, reduce health crisis. But this health crisis, for example, it's accident victim. You can only pay for one victim. You cannot pay for every victim. So it's why don't we repair our road? Why don't we repair our bad road rather than paying bills for our victims to prevent further crisis, to prevent further occurrence? You also made mention of prioritize hungry communities. This is just the same as tackles hunger, but this prioritize hungry communities, it is a big fat lie. This is meaningless because it cannot prioritize human communities. Instead, it increases the hunger in that community. I'll have you know that this philanthropy increases hunger in that community. Thank you.
Well done.
She does deserve a round of applause, doesn't she?
She does, Femi.
It's the battle of the early teens. Praise, hallelujah. Natha Izuchukwu is only 14. She's in SS1. Her teammate is 13. Same class. Toluwani Deborah Ariyibi from Lifejoy Academy, Iba of Lagos. And of course, their opponents from Heritage Group of Schools of Father Ogun State, Leah and Deborah Babalola, were themselves 14 years of age. Rebuttal rounds are over.
Femi.
It's fire for fire as we
Indeed,
speak. Well
fire
done.
for fire. We'll take a short break, another one. When we come back, it'll be time for these contestants to rest their case.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Obiwizi is
by GZ Industries.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y. That is O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Yes, indeed. This first Lagos regional final for season 9 is brought to you by GZ Industries, supported by Obiwizi, and further support from Finatrust, Microfinance Bank, and Multi-Plan Pathway College. Brilliant so far. Excellent arguments from both schools. Now we move into the closing round. It's your moment to deliver your strongest expression of conviction. Remember, no new points, only the power of persuasion. Drive your message home. Yvonne?
That's right. We'll start this round with the motion supporter, Lifejoy Academy. You've got 3 minutes to close your case. Your time starts now.
Distinguished judges, before you decide this debate, I want you to imagine a child, not in a textbook, not in a statistic, but a real child living in a Nigerian context. This child wakes up every morning choking on fumes of a factory that gave us school bag last week. This child drinks water contaminated by the same company that donated food during Christmas. This child's future is melting away in the heat waves caused by the same corporation that holds charity concept. Now tell me, which one should matter more, the gift or the damage? We talk about philanthropy like it's a miracle, but philanthropy is the apology, sustainability is the prevention. Philanthropy says, I'm sorry you're suffering. Sustainability says, let's make sure you never suffer again. For years in this country, we have allowed corporations to harm us on Monday and heal us on Friday. They pollute rivers, then give boreholes. They dump waste, then donate gloves. They destroy farmlands, then pay school fees for just 2 students. Can't you see it's not responsibility but only reputation management? Philanthropy buys mosquito nets. Sustainability drains stagnant water breeding those mosquitoes. Philanthropy makes a company look good. Sustainability makes a society actually good. Philanthropy feeds a hungry man today. Sustainability prevents 1 million hungry families tomorrow. In 10 years, judges, philanthropy will not matter. The check, the food gift, the photos, none of it will matter. What will matter is whether the community still have clean water, whether the children still have breathable air, whether the farm can still grow crops, whether the city can still stand the storm. No amount of rice donation can stop climate change. No charity concept can clean polluted rivers. No give back can reverse environmental collapse. Let me tell you a true story. In a small community in River State, a company polluted the only river the people depended on. Fishes died, children fell sick, life would disappear. Weeks later, the company arrived with bags of rice and cartons of noodles. People would smile because they were desperate. Photos were taken, speeches were made, then the company left. The sickness stayed, the hunger stayed, the river still stayed dead. Judges, this is what will happen if we focus more on philanthropy than sustainability. I hope this is not what you want for our community. We talk about philanthropy. We are not saying philanthropy is bad, but we are saying it's not enough, because charity without sustainability is the same as giving someone a drink. Why are the ones setting their house on fire? This is help without conscience, kindness without honesty. Corporate social responsibility was never meant to be a talent show. It was never meant to be a competition of who gives the biggest Christmas hamper. It was meant to be the way the company protects the people they profit from. Each company has 2 choices: to do the right thing or to do the easy thing. Philanthropy is the easy thing. Sustainability is the right thing. Distinguished judges, this debate is not about big grammar. It is about the kind of world Nigeria have 5 years to come, 10 years to come, 20 years to come. CSR must focus on sustainability than philanthropy, not because it looks good, not because it sounds good, but because it is what Nigeria needs now and it's what lasts long. It creates long-term transformation. We rest our case.
And oh, what a closing case to make. Brilliant. Izuchukwu, hallelujah, Nafa, praise. 14-year-old SS1 student of Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos. And her lead debater, Ariyibi Toluwani Deborah, who's just 13. Well done to both of you from Lifejoy Academy.
Now we will hear from Heritage Group of Schools, who will now rest their case. Who's going? Okay, well, we'll hear from Zipele Ayeba Tokone Leah. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Thank you, honorable moderators and judges, for giving me an opportunity to make my closing argument. Nelson Mandela once said, overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it's an act of justice. Ladies and gentlemen, charity is not weakness, it is justice in action. And I stand firmly to remind us that CSR must focus more on philanthropy than sustainability, because people must survive before they can be sustained. Imagine a house on fire, a family is trapped inside, children shouting for help. Now imagine someone walks up to the solar panel and says, hello, don't worry, I met in plain nonsense sustainability. So my dear audience, will that rooftop sailor save the family life today? No. What they need first is water to quench that fire. That is philanthropy, and this is the Nigerian reality. Over 88.5 million Nigerians are living in multidimensional poverty, according to MBS 2023. They are not asking for solar panels yet; they are asking for survival. Sustainability is future, and philanthropy is now. The supporting side wants companies to think about the next 40 years, a noble dream. But what about the 40 million hungry children in Africa today? According to UNICEF 2024, you cannot sustain a starving child. You cannot lecture a sick community about recycling. You cannot talk about green innovation to a girl who has not eaten for 2 days. Philanthropy meets people where they are, while sustainability hopes to meet them where they might be someday. In rural Lagos, a public school had no chairs, no chalks, no roofs. Students sat on the floor. When a private company visited, they had 2 choices. 1, begin a 20-year sustainability project on carbon footprint reduction. Then 2, donate chairs, books. They chose donate chairs, books, and renovate classroom. They chose philanthropy, and today that school produced one of the highest Beckett scores in the district. Education improved not because of sustainability, but because someone cared enough to give a chair. Ladies and gentlemen, here are statistics they don't want you to hear. 70% of Nigerian impacts come from philanthropic CSR. 80% of communities trust philanthropic CSR than sustainability CSR. Philanthropic CSR has helped in reducing hunger than sustainability CSR has ever recorded. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not emotions, these are facts. If a man is dying and needs blood, you do not debate with him about future switch off policies for blood conservation. You give him blood. Philanthropy is blood. Sustainability is policies. One save lives today and other plans for later. Dangote Foundation has given over $250 billion in direct philanthropy, including humanitarian aid, scholarships, and medical outreach and IDP camp support. MTN Foundation has given over 200,000 scholarships, built ICT labs, and funded maternal health. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ask ourselves: did this come from carbon neutral offices? No, they came from philanthropy, from seeing human suffering and acting. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear: we are not against sustainability. We are simply stating the truth. Sustainability protects the planet, but philanthropy protects the people who live on that planet, because people come first. My opponents keep saying sustainability is long term, but they refuse to understand that there is no long term for a starving child. There is no long term for an untreated patient. There is no long term for a society that cannot sustain itself. A dead person cannot enjoy a sustainable future. A starving family cannot participate in green economy. A sick child cannot adapt to climate resilience. Charity, I repeat, charity is the bridge that gets them there. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, let this sink in. Mahatma Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. CSR is the art of that service. Service to people, service to community, service to humanity, and you cannot serve humanity without this cause. So as I close, remember this: before companies think about building a greener earth, they must first help the people that live on that planet. Therefore, I stand proudly, firmly, and intelligently to oppose the motion that CSR must focus more on sustainability than philanthropy. Thank you.
What a showdown, Femi!
Fantastic
What
debate.
a battle!
Fantastic debate all round. No doubt.
Lord have mercy! What a time to be a moderator. Lord have mercy.
Leah.
Judges, I do not envy you.
Yeah, Leah Zipele Ayeba Tokoni. She's 14. She's in SS2. She's the social prefect of our school, Heritage Group of Schools of Fada, Ogun State. And she's delivered alongside her teammate, Deborah Babalola Tolua Lokwe, who happens to be the senior girl of that school.
That's right.
I don't know that much. I can see their badges.
Akobundu Akobundu Godson Ujunwa on Facebook says, "Una sure say e no go be draw match," and someone says, "Please stop it. We like it." Okay, okay. This message says, "Zipele no go gree." Somebody responds, "Greek." We are going to the tiebreaker round.
Brilliant debate and brilliant performance also. Thoroughly, that closing from praise, Hallelujah Nata Izuchuku, was so glorious. I was like, okay,
what will Heritage Group of Schools say?
You know, two brilliant closings.
Only for Leah to open her mouth, and there we went.
So well done to Hallelujah Nata, and to you, Deborah Toluani Ariyibi, for that brilliant opening there from Lifejoy Academy, Iba, Lagos. Girls, you know, you've each taken a corporate principle and broken it down with clarity, maturity, and conviction. I'm proud of you. So it's up to the judges now. Judges, please deliver your verdict with heart, as you always do. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll hear from Diction Judge and Coach Yvonne.
Hello there. I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
A brilliant debate, no doubt, Yvonne, even though it was significantly philanthropized.
Speaking of which, please, it is philanthropy, not philanthropy. Okay, it is Femi, but did you have to go there? Okay, to both of you.
I'm trying to remember who started it.
It was Heritage Group of Schools.
Sister.
Lifejoy did well until
Yeah,
they
so
heard
I think-
Zipele say
yes,
philanthropy.
I think Deborah got it right, and Leah went one way.
Then they all
and then
went that way.
Passed it on to
Deborah.
her own Deborah, and then Leonata also took it. So we went from philanthropy to philanthropy quickly. Okay.
Please say philanthropy.
It's P, okay?
Not fee. Also say, I'll talk to Lifejoy Academy. You said MC Kingsley. I'm sure you meant McKinsey. Lagos, for the record, I'm not laughing at these students, but you have to agree with me that this is funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
The culprit is laughing too. Yeah.
So say McKinsey, not MC Kingsley. Okay. Say honorable. The H in honor is silent. So say honorable. Say honor. Okay. Syndrome, not syndrome. Syndrome.
It ends with an E.
Yes, it ends with an E. So say syndrome.
Like
say
a velodrome. Or
yes.
something.
Say problem, not problem. Problem. Say think, not think. And please obey the subject verb agreement rule, both of you. For example, somebody said 7 billions of sicknesses. I beg your pardon. I'm sure you meant something else, but that hit me in the brain like a club. Say consumer, not consumer. Consumer, okay? Again, subject verb agreement rule. It increases buyer's trust. It increases buyer's trust, not it increase buyer's trust. Okay? It's singular subject, increases singular verb. You know that the verb is singular when there's an S attached to it. She goes, he comes, they come, they go. Okay? So singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. Please take note. Acquisition, not accusation. Acquisition, okay? Not accusation. Say gloves, not gloves. Gloves. Noodles, not noodles. Noodles, okay? Honesty, not honesty. Honesty, not honesty. To Heritage Group of Schools, for want of time, I will say stomach, not stomach. Stomach, stomach, okay? So say stomach. Say intestines, not intestines. Intestines, okay? Say ask, not axe. Zipele. If you say axe one more time, you and I will have a problem. Okay? And you, Deborah, say ask, not axe. Say vehement, not vehement. Vehement, okay? Vehemently oppose.
It's like vehicle, not vehicle.
Yes,
Vehicle.
vehicle.
Vehicle. Yes.
That's right. When referring to something, when talking about ownership or something belonging to someone, you have to use the genitive case. The genitive case uses an apostrophe and an S. For example, say a bag of rice changes a family's life, not a family life. A family's life. The children's father, not the children's father. So you have to put an apostrophe and then an S. That is the genitive case that shows possession. Okay? Also say a CSR that becomes mechanical. Remember, subject verb agreement rule. 200,000 scholarships, not scholarship. More than one scholarship. Multiple. So 200,000 scholarships. Humanity, not humanity. Humanity. Okay? Say humanity. And finally, resilience, not resilience. Resilience. Basic, not basic, but basic. And please don't add H where it's not present. So don't say had. Say add. Okay? Say add.
All right, you're done.
Yes, Femi.
As we now go into the verdict, special thanks to our production team led by, I beg to differ, students debate producer Sheriff Quadri, and our digital team, Olamide Fadoju leading a stellar cast, alongside Babatunde Abdul Salam, who is a content and technical guy, Kenneth Odueme, Samuel Iwuji, part of that team, and Onyeka Eladan, who is our sound engineer. Let's hear the verdict now. This is the decision. Presentation round. For Judge Ama scores it. Heritage Group 10, Lifejoy Academy 8. Judge Ufoma scores it. Heritage Group 10, Lifejoy Academy 8.5. Chief Judge Chike scores it. Heritage Group 10, Life Academy 8.5. It's 30 to Heritage Group and 25 to Lifejoy Academy. To the second round. Chief Judge Chike scores it. Heritage Group 10, Lifejoy Academy 7.5. Judge Ufoma scores it. Heritage Group 10, Lifejoy Academy 7. And Judge Ama scores it. Heritage Group 10, Lifejoy Academy 7. It's 30 points to Heritage Group and 21.5 to Lifejoy Academy in the second round. In the third round, Judges Ama and Ufoma have it down as a tie, 10-10. And Chief Judge Chike has it as 10 to Heritage Group and 8 to Lifejoy Academy for a 30 to 28 score line. Diction scoring is a tie, 10-10 for your winner. By near unanimous decision, 100 points to 84.5. Congratulations to the duo of Ayeba Tokoni Leah Zipele and Babalola Deborah Tolua Lokwe of Heritage Group of Schools of Fada, Ogun State. Well done.
Oh, they must feel such joy, Femi, having tried not once, but twice to progress to the quarterfinals. And yet, on the third try, here they are. How do you feel, Leah?
I feel so excited.
I can imagine. Your story should be one for the books that teaches resilience, because you are resilient. I remember the first time Deborah came, she stuttered a lot, and that impacted her delivery.
No doubt. Congratulations to you, Heritage Group.
Well done.
Lifejoy Academy, we are proud of you. Remember, you live to fight another day. It's in February. We'll know by the end of the year.
Plus, these are veterans. It's not their first rodeo, okay? So don't beat yourselves up too much. Learn from today and then come back better next year.
And that wraps up another gripping day in the round of 16 of I Beg to Differ Season 9.
Femi.
2 more schools have made their case today. They've defended their ideas and earned their place in the quarterfinals, while 2 others bow out after giving it everything they had.
Who will rise tomorrow? Who will fall? We'll find out right here on I Beg to Differ Season 9, where young minds speak and the nation listens. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Try today.
Good mama, the washing is fast. Good mama, my fabric is barely fresh. Good mama, express cleaning.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.